June 2nd, Jupiter moves into Cancer, its sign of exaltation. This is one of the most powerful transits of 2026, and depending on your Lagna, it could completely shift what is opening up in your life. Stay till the end, because I have a full Lagna breakdown waiting for you. Jupiter is the guru of the gods. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter represents wisdom, dharma, wealth, children, and divine grace. When Jupiter is strong in your chart or in transit, life expands. Opportunities appear, clarity arrives. It is the planet of blessings, but only when you are aligned with its energy. Jupiter's key significations, what we call Karakattvas, cover some of the most important areas of human life: knowledge and higher education, children and fertility, the husband in a woman's chart, wealth and abundance, spirituality and dharma. In the body, Jupiter is also linked with the liver and nourishment related functions. Wherever Jupiter transits, it awakens and expands these themes in that house of your chart. Now, how do you know if Jupiter is strong in your chart? Jupiter performs at its best when placed in Cancer, Sagittarius, or Pisces. It should not be debilitated, combust, or heavily afflicted by malefics. Jupiter gets activated during its Mahadasha and Antardasha periods, and also when it transits over sensitive points in your chart like your Lagna, your fifth house, or your ninth house. If Jupiter rules your first, fifth, or ninth house, you will feel its transits with particular intensity and significance. On June 2nd, Jupiter enters Cancer, its exaltation sign, and remains there until about October 31st, 2026 in the Sidereal zodiac. That makes this a concentrated and powerful exalted transit rather than a full 1 year stay. Cancer is the sign of home, mother, emotions, and nourishment. It is a deeply nurturing and receptive energy, and Jupiter expands everything it touches in this sign. From Cancer, Jupiter casts its special aspects to the fifth, seventh, and ninth houses, which means it aspects Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces. Scorpio receives Jupiter's grace in matters of transformation and hidden strength. Capricorn receives pressure, structure, responsibility, and worldly correction. Pisces receives spiritual support, inspiration, and dharmic expansion. To maximize the benefit of Jupiter, tradition advises aligning with Jupitarian qualities. Respect teachers, elders, and gurus. Strengthen dharma through charity. Donate yellow items or food on Thursdays. Chant a guru mantra such as Om Gurave Nama or Om Brim Brihaspataye Nama, and regularly read or listen to Vishnu Sahasranama. Jupiter gives most when humility, generosity, sattva, and wisdom are cultivated. Now let's look at how this Jupiter transit works for each Lagna and what areas of life you need to focus on right now. Aries Lagna. For Aries rising, Jupiter in Cancer activates your fourth house, bringing deep blessings to home, property, and your relationship with your mother. Through its fifth aspect, it touches your eighth house, opening doors to hidden knowledge and inner transformation. The seventh aspect elevates your career in Capricorn. Recognition and authority are strongly indicated. And the ninth aspect reaches your 12th house in Pisces, making this a powerfully spiritual transit. Meditation, letting go, and meaningful expenditures are all favored themes. Taurus Lagna. For Taurus rising, Jupiter in Cancer energizes your third house of courage, communication, and siblings. New writing, speaking, or media opportunities are opening up. Through the seventh aspect, Jupiter directly blesses your partnerships and marriage in Scorpio. Existing bonds deepen and new significant connections are indicated. The ninth aspect lands on your ninth house, making this one of the most auspicious placements for dharma, luck, and higher wisdom. And the 11th house receives the ninth aspect. Income expands and long cherished desires begin to manifest. Gemini Lagna. For Gemini rising, Jupiter in Cancer illuminates your second house of wealth, family, and speech. Income grows, savings strengthen, and your words carry greater influence. Through the fifth aspect, the sixth house in Scorpio receives Jupiter's energy. Victory over obstacles, debts, and health challenges is indicated. The seventh aspect activates your eighth house, inviting deep introspection and transformation. The ninth aspect reaches your 10th house in Pisces. Career recognition and advancement are strongly highlighted. This is your time to be seen. Cancer Lagna. For Cancer rising, Jupiter in Cancer is sitting right in your first house. directly blessing your body, health, and entire sense of self. This is a rare and powerful transit. New beginnings are strongly supported and personal growth is accelerated. Through the fifth aspect, your fifth house of children and creativity is amplified. Students do exceptionally well. The seventh aspect blesses partnerships and marriage. The ninth aspect reaches your ninth house. Dharma, long distance travel, and wisdom all expand beautifully during this time. Leo Lagna. For Leo rising, Jupiter in Cancer activates your 12th house, a deeply spiritual placement. Meditation, inner work, and liberation are the central themes. Foreign connections may open meaningful doors. Through the fifth aspect, your fourth house of home and mother in Scorpio receives blessings. Property and family life improve. The seventh aspect reaches your sixth house, supporting health discipline and overcoming obstacles. The ninth aspect touches your eighth house in Pisces, inviting hidden knowledge and transformation. This transit asks Leo to turn inward and grow from the inside out. Virgo Lagna. For Virgo rising, Jupiter in Cancer blesses your 11th house, one of the most favorable placements for material gains. Income streams expand, social networks grow, and long cherished desires begin to manifest. Through the fifth aspect, your third house is energized. Courage, communication, and siblings all bring support. The seventh aspect activates your fifth house, amplifying children, creativity, and intelligence. The ninth aspect reaches your seventh house in Pisces. Partnerships and marriage receive deep and meaningful blessings. This is a highly rewarding transit for Virgo overall. Libra Lagna. For Libra rising, Jupiter in Cancer activates your 10th house. Career, reputation, and public authority are all powerfully highlighted. New responsibilities and recognition are coming your way. Through the fifth aspect, your second house of wealth and family in Scorpio receives blessings. Income grows and family life flourishes. The seventh aspect blesses your fourth house in Capricorn. Home, mother, and property all benefit. The ninth aspect reaches your sixth house in Pisces. Service and health disciplines open the path to greater growth. A strong all-round transit for Libra. Scorpio Lagna. For Scorpio rising, Jupiter in Cancer blesses your ninth house. Dharma, higher wisdom, and spiritual expansion are all powerfully activated. Long distance travel is favored and your relationship with your father deepens. Through the fifth aspect, Jupiter's direct gaze falls on your Lagna itself. Health, confidence, and new beginnings all receive a major boost. The seventh aspect activates your third house of communication and courage. The ninth aspect reaches your fifth house in Pisces. Children, creativity, and intelligence are all beautifully amplified during this transit. Sagittarius Lagna. For Sagittarius rising, Jupiter in Cancer activates your eighth house, a transit for deep transformation and inner inquiry. Hidden knowledge becomes accessible and unexpected windfalls are possible. Through the fifth aspect, your 12th house in Scorpio is touched. Spiritual work and liberation are supported. The seventh aspect blesses your second house in Capricorn. Wealth, family blessings, and influential speech are indicated. The ninth aspect reaches your fourth house in Pisces. Home, property, and your bond with your mother all receive meaningful blessings. Go deep and grow. Capricorn. For Capricorn rising, Jupiter in Cancer aspects your own seventh house directly. Partnerships, marriage, and business all receive Jupiter's full blessings. Relationships deepen and new significant connections are indicated. Through the fifth aspect, your 11th house of gains in Scorpio is lit up. Income expands and desires begin to manifest. The seventh aspect reaches your first house. Health, confidence, and life direction all receive a direct boost. The ninth aspect touches your third house in Pisces. Communication, courage, and sibling relationships are all energized during this transit. Aquarius Lagna. For Aquarius rising, Jupiter in Cancer activates your sixth house. Service, health, and overcoming challenges are the focus. Consistency in discipline unlocks the full potential of this transit. Through the fifth aspect, your 10th house in Scorpio receives career energy. Recognition and authority are strongly indicated. The seventh aspect reaches your 12th house in Capricorn, a deeply spiritual placement encouraging inner work and meaningful letting go. The ninth aspect blesses your second house in Pisces. Financial expansion and family blessings follow. This is a transit of purposeful, grounded growth for Aquarius. Pisces Lagna. For Pisces rising, Jupiter in Cancer illuminates your fifth house, one of Jupiter's very best placements. Children, creativity, intelligence, and past life merit are all strongly activated. Students thrive, romance flourishes. Through the fifth aspect, your ninth house in Scorpio receives Dharma blessings. Luck, wisdom, and spiritual depth all expand. The seventh aspect reaches your 11th house of gains in Capricorn. Income and social networks both grow beautifully. The ninth aspect blesses your own Lagna in Pisces. Health, confidence, and new beginnings are powerfully supported. A truly auspicious transit for Pisces.